Hey, in today's lesson, we are learning advanced English idioms that you can use in your everyday conversations. Let's go. First up, we have to take something with a grain of salt. Now, to take something with a grain of salt means that you don't take it too seriously. You don't really believe it. You're skeptical about it. So, for example, he's always spreading rumors. I take everything he says with a grain of salt. He's always spreading rumors. I take everything he says with a grain of salt. So this means whatever he says, I'm skeptical of it. I doubt it. I don't take it seriously. Next up, we have to go south. To go south. Now, if something goes south, this just means it goes wrong or it goes badly. This one is really common. You can use it in lots of different situations. So, for example, if anything goes south, call me and I'll be there to help. If anything goes south, if anything goes bad, goes wrong, or gets worse, call me and I will be there to help. Another example, the economy went south and many businesses ended up shutting down. The economy went south and many businesses ended up shutting down. So again, go south, to go badly, to get worse, to decline. Next up, we have to throw someone under the bus. To throw someone under the bus. Now, if you throw someone under the bus, it means that you blame them for something that went wrong, even if it was all or partially your fault. So maybe you were responsible for something going wrong, but you placed the blame on someone else in order to protect yourself. So for example, when the project failed, the manager threw his team under the bus in order to protect his job. So he let his team take the blame, or he blamed his team, even if it was his poor management that caused the project to fail. He wanted to protect himself, protect his reputation, protect his job, so he threw his team under the bus. Next, we have to jump on the bandwagon. Now, to jump on the bandwagon means that you join in and do something that a lot of other people are doing. It's successful or it's popular, and you decide to join and do that thing or participate in that thing as well. So, for example, imagine that electric cars have become very popular where you live, and almost everyone you know or a lot of people in your community have electric cars, and you decide to get one too. You can say, I jumped on the bandwagon and got an electric car as well. Okay. Now, this only works when it's a very successful thing or popular thing and lots of other people are doing it as well. Another example, let's say that everyone around you is quitting smoking, and you decide to jump on the bandwagon and quit smoking as well. So you can use this in a positive, negative, or neutral way for a movement that is popular, a product that is popular, a trend, for instance. Lots of different ways to use this. To hit the nail on the head. To hit the nail on the head. Now, to hit the nail on the head means that you are exactly right. It means that you say or do something exactly right or exactly correct. For example, you really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of this problem. You really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the problem. It means you analyzed a problem and you were exactly correct. Another example, let's say that you are seeing a therapist or a counselor, and you are describing an issue or a challenge to them, and they identify that. They say, so basically, you are lacking confidence in this area, or it sounds like you're lacking confidence in this area. And you say, yes, you hit the nail on the head. So basically, you're describing the situation to them, but you can't really identify the problem, and they identify it, and they are exactly correct. To hit the nail on the head. Next up, we have to bite the bullet. To bite the bullet. Now, to bite the bullet means to force yourself to do something difficult or to do something unpleasant or something that you don't want to do. You basically just accept it and you're like, okay, I have to do it. So for example, I'm going to bite the bullet and ask my boss for a pay raise. I'm going to bite the bullet and ask my boss for a pay raise. Maybe you have a very tough or unpleasant or unprofessional boss, and this will be a difficult situation, but you're pushing yourself to do it anyway. Another example, you should just bite the bullet and apologize. you should bite the bullet and apologize. So push yourself to do this, even though it's tough, even though it's uncomfortable or it's difficult, you should do it anyway. And we have to bend over backwards. To bend over backwards. Now, to bend over backwards means that you do everything you can. You try really, really hard to make someone happy, to please them, or to help them. Okay? So you try very hard to please or to help someone. For example, we've always bent over backwards for him and he has never thanked us. We've always bent over backwards for him. We've always tried to help him or to make him happy and he has never said thank you. Another example, she always bends over backwards to make sure her customers are happy. She always bends over backwards for her customers or to make sure her customers are happy. So she does everything she can to help them and to make them happy. She tries her best. Now, if you bend over backwards for someone, it can be a neutral, positive, or negative thing. So in the case where she bends over backwards for her customers, that's a positive thing because she does her job as best as she possibly can. But if you bend over backwards for someone who is ungrateful or never thanks you or doesn't care, of course, it's a negative thing. So you can use this one in different ways depending on the situation. Now, these are just a few of the many, many advanced English idioms. If you want to learn more English vocabulary, idioms, phrasal verbs, expressions in the context of natural English conversations, be sure to check out the Weekly English Words membership. This is an online self-study membership that allows you to learn at your own pace. You're going to learn about lots of different interesting topics and vocabulary to talk about each one. It's also going to help you practice your listening skills. I will link the Weekly English Words membership below this lesson so you can learn more. If you enjoyed today's lesson, be sure to give it a like, as well leave a comment to let me know, and subscribe because this really helps the channel to grow and reach other English learners all around the world. Thank you for watching, learning, and spending time with me today. I will see you very soon in another one.